Hello, welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and today is the second part of our February Journal Monthly. You'll remember that when I came last week for week 1, I showed you that I was going to be using this lovely grungy kit by Tracy Fox, which I had backed with her freebies from earlier this year. So I also explained to you that we were going to be doing it in a different way. We weren't going to be the usual fold in half. We were actually going to join it there and roll it in. It's going to be like a scroll journal. And we also made the cover. This was a cracker box that we covered in coffee dyed paper, and then when I turned the camera off I just used one of the kit pages to create my lining. It's hollow there because obviously we've got to put our pages in. We also did some fabric dyeing, which I was surprised many of you hadn't seen before from your comments. These are the results, as I promised I would. Paper ones. I have scanned them and put them in my Ko-fi shop. They are free even though they're in the shop. It's just the way Ko-fi works. So you can pop along and download those and print them out if you don't have your own inks to work with. This was the one that I wanted to use for the cover. As you can see, it's much too big, so I'm going to have to think about which part I'm going to use and how I'm going to use it. But we'll come to all of that later on. Today I wanted to talk envelopes. So, all different shapes, sizes, colours, all available to us. Now these are all actually new ones that were in my stash. You can obviously also use the ones that you get through the post. I haven't got any to hand. Or if you've got a machine like this, well, it's not a machine, it's a tool, then you can make custom sizes. It's very, very simple to use. If you've got one, you'll know how to use it. Okay, but I want to look at how we can use them. So when we make a journal, lots of people will fold an envelope in half. Okay, they will, look at my funky new scissors, they will trim off the edge like so, and then you've got double pockets when you put a page folded in the middle. Yeah, so you've got a pocket that side and a pocket that side, and obviously you can decorate that up to suit yourself. You can use them just like that on a page as a pocket. You can also put them like this. You will have seen all of these things done. That's a tuck spot, that's then a pocket. Okay, you can put them this way, so you've got a long thin one. Yep, you can even put the flap inside like that, and then put it round your page like that, and you've got a pocket on this side and you've got a pocket on that side. There are so many different ways that you can use them. And I've got these, is it 5? Yeah, I've got these 5, and I want to look at decorating them up and using them within our journal. So excuse me. Also, these long thin ones, these are great to use as a page edge. So you've got a pocket on the edge there. You could even do another flip there, and then you've got a tuck spot there. So lots of ways. But anyway, so today I want to look at decorating some of these up. So I'm going to separate my, oh, and of course I've dyed that one blue, haven't I? Separate my dyed fabrics and napkins, and these are my red ones. Okay, and I'm going to look at what I would like to do here. So the first thing that obviously you consider doing, whether you're using paper or fabric, is to make a ruffle. Now I've got this lovely red chiffon scarf here, and I'm just going to snip the edge like that. What's that? Just over an inch. I'm going to rip it all the way down. You can do that with any fabric, obviously. I'm going to apply some glue. So stick glue down the edge. And I'm going to apply my fabric as a bit of a ruffle. Now if you've got a sewing machine or you like to hand stitch, then obviously you could stitch this as a ruffle first and then apply it. But I'm just folding it up on this glue line like this. I'm deliberately getting it uneven, flouncy, romantic, you know, soft look. Bring the bottom up, and then that piece, and then that piece. So I've managed to get the whole strip on there. Look at that. It just, but we want it to hold. So if I then take a piece of ribbon and I push the ribbon up, that'll flatten it. Yeah, so we trim off our ribbon like that. I'm going to apply glue up my ribbon. All the way down. I know I've probably gone off screen now. And then, starting at the bottom, I'm going to pop that on there, and I'm just going to walk it up with my fingers. Give it a good press. Give that glue a chance to grab. Get that stuck down. Look at that. Now I feel like that's not holding, so I'm going to go back over it with my glue stick, because I know the glue stick will work. You know, people go on about all these fangle glues and use this for this and this for this. I've got to be honest with you and say 9 times out of 10 I find that glue stick works for everything. Okay, so I'm just going to start that again, and again I'm going to just walk my way up like that. Just give it a little bit of pressure there. So then when we put that on the edge of our page, look at that, and that'll be hanging off the edge. It just looks lovely. Well, I think it does anyway. So that's that one. Okay, now this one is multicolour already because I coloured it up when I did that last week. So now I'm going to look at adding a bit of lace onto it. So this will be nice. So if we go about there and about there, okay, glue around the edge because I want that top bit to tuck something into. So make sure you go right up to that edge. We can take a bit of one of our doilies. We can, I've got strings on my fingers, take a notice. Glue along there. Okay, and then a piece of lace. This is quite nice, this lace. Get that one on there. Oops, nearly threw my glue across the room. It's no good, is it? And then we'll be able to put something in there like a pocket. And this one would easily hang over the top of the page. Yeah, so it hangs over the top, and then on that side you can tuck something up there if you would like to. This one I am definitely going to use as a pocket. Now this one has got a hole in it, so it might be an idea to maybe put an image behind there, tuck this bit in, okay, and then use the pocket from that side. But I want to use it the other way, because what I want to do is I want to fold this down so that this piece sticks on my page and then that flips up. Okay, so because I want it to flip up, I obviously want to cover the back of the envelope there. So I'm going to choose this piece of copy dyed paper, and I'm going to tear this round. Actually, let's use Stanley. I'm going to tear this round to, or down, and across. That's then going to give us a secret journaling space. So we go all the way around the edge. I'm obviously not going through the hole because that'll make it sticky inside. I'm going to pop this on here. And we've instantly got secret, glue on that. Wasn't very clever, Claire. We've instantly got, stick that down, secret journaling space. So now we're going to decorate up this front bit. So here I've got some more of that dyed fabric. So I want it to be about this big. I'm going to pop it on here, trim that up, tear that off. Here's the top of my pocket. So if our fabric sits on there like that, it's quite a pinky fabric, so I'm just wondering whether to use pink or blue napkin. Well, I quite like the blue. That works well for us, doesn't it? So again, I'm gonna glue up my envelope. Apply that down. Pull off those spare strings. Like that. Okay. I'm going to add a piece of doily there. I'm then going to find another piece of lace. Now, where was that lovely little bit of blue lace? Don't know what I did with it. That's obviously much too big. There was a piece, a little tiny piece of blue lace in here, but obviously now can't find. Okay, fair enough. So what have we got in our red pack? Oh, we just got this little end, too dark. Oh, red ribbon. There it is. That's what I was looking for. That little piece of ribbon there. So I'm just going to tear off a little piece of this. Broderie Anglaise. I'm going to put this on here. Now I'm using fabrics because I dyed them, but obviously there's no reason not to use paper. I'm just using what I've got. And then over here I have got some calico that I stamped. I just took my rubber stamps and I just stamped it. That one's too busy. That one's too big. What about this one? Whoops, they've all fallen on me. We've had Calico Jenga. That one I like. So I'm going to cut it shorter. Now all I did was took my standard stamps. These are sample ones. And I just stamped onto calico. If you haven't got calico, you could use any old cotton bed sheet or something along those lines. Get rid of all those pieces and run that across there, and then that is going to sit on there. And that says London, July 26th, 1892. And look at that beautiful, beautiful pocket that we've created there that can flip up and be used. So we've got, whoops, we've got this blue one with a pocket. We've got this one that flips up, and I've moved this before the glue's had a chance to dry. But we've got this lacy side one as well. So there's 3 to get started. And then here on this one, I think I want to use this really quite heavy cotton. Oh, I can't actually tear that for some reason. Actually, I'm lying, it's not cotton at all, is it? It's linen. And that's why I can't tear it. So we'll trim that down there. We'll just pull off some of these extra stitches just to make it roughed up, as it were. Okay, and I'm going to get, oh, that, look at that, that's beautiful in there. I'm going to put that on there. We're going to find, look at this one, it's got shabby love hearts on it. So we're going to have a little piece of this there. I'm just going to make like a fabric collage. Now again, I'm using fabrics because I've got a desk full of them. There's no reason that you can't use, there we go. And then in the middle there, I think we'll have a nice big fat heart. So this gingham's quite nice. So let's cut that piece down there and cut this piece off here. And I'm just going to fold it in half. Okay. I'm going to start here. I'm just going to come up. Round. You all know how to do this, you did this at school. There you go, we've got a lovely heart on there. And then what I want to do is I'm actually going to put a stitch in mine. I like that crease, that doesn't bother me. I'm going to put a stitch in it just because I've got a needle and thread right here where I was sewing last night. There we go. So I'm going to pick all of these up and put a thread in there. So it's all sort of joined together. Okay. Trim that off. Now obviously you could use glue and paper. I know I keep saying it, but I don't want people to be put off by the fact that I've used fabric and be thinking, oh, I haven't got fabric, I can't do it. You know, we're using what we've got, and this red stuff is all left over, as I said before, from Roxy's Journal Stitchery. And you see, I've not got it connected at the end there. I don't want it connected at the end. I want that to roll under. That one too. It all adds to the shabbiness. I want to make sure that it's secure on the page and not going anywhere, but I don't want it to be fixed tight. So I'm just basically getting it attached but floating, if you like, floating is a good word. There you go. Now my heart's a little bit crooked. That doesn't bother me either. Now we find some, that might work nicely, some ribbon. I'm just going to do a bow. And work this into a bow. Put it down tight. I love that it's gone round the corner there. I'm going to pop that on there, but we are going to trim that there and that one there, and then we'll just get a little bit of glue in the centre. And now I've got a very, very tactile, multi-layered pocket. I just love it. And we've got obviously the pocket in there. So that's another envelope. Now, we have two more. Now, these ones, let's have some paper. So, I'm going to use this one. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tear down the middle there, like so. I'm going to glue this onto my envelope. So where I printed on the back, this is actually the back. Okay. I'm going to pop that on there, line it up to the top and that side, and press it down. And take my fancy new scissors. Don't cut the actual envelope. There we go. So now we've got this fabric looking envelope that's actually paper. And then this one, I'm going to fussy cut the couple. And because I'm fussy cutting and I'm a bit lazy, I'm going to chop out the bow that's in his hair, like so, and his quiff. And then around her. Obviously you can cut much more accurately when you're doing yours and you haven't got a camera balanced above your head. Okay, I'm going to take my little scissors and just trim through here between their faces. I'm going to cut between their noses to separate them, to make cutting that centerpiece out, because whilst I may be a little bit uncaring when I go around the edge and I've cut off some of her bun and I've cut off his ponytail, it really bugs me when I see fussy cutting where the centre's not been bothered with. It's just a personal thing, doesn't make it wrong, it's just, it bugs me. So that bit has to come out. And then that bit above her nose, between above her nose there like that. A little tiny bit there below her nose. I can't help it, it just really bugs me. There we go. And then they are going to go on here. Now I'm just going to work out, oh yeah, I want to see that red and that stripe. So they are going to go there. So we'll glue them up. You can see, you know, this was printed on the back. I can't remember how low down it went, so we'll have to glue the bottom in a minute. So there she is, there he is, and then we can just glue that bottom bit. There you go. So now this envelope has got a lot of extra weight. It's been customized to match our kit and our papers, and look how bright and breezy that is. And obviously we've got that pocket there. Still not done anything to the flap, so the flap can definitely be added to one of the pages. And then if you wanted to decorate the back as well, it might be nice, where's my tear roller? Here. It might be nice to pop that there. I can't. There you go. Oops. To wrap some of this down here along with some coffee dyed paper maybe. So right, now I showed you once before how to do this. If you make your paper fit your envelope and you pop that inside, like this, I put glue, and you draw, whoops, round your envelope like so. You then trim that out. That will give you the perfect shape of your envelope. So then you can stick that on there. That will strengthen that edge for you. Okay, so I know you can't see it at the moment, but if I add glue, because of the purple you'll see it there. Okay, this piece will then meet up and that gives you a stronger flap. You can then glue all the way down there, and then this one I'm going to put there. And you have very quickly and easily got customised envelope you to just trim off, look, that little tiny side piece. And we've got a little bit there. So there's our front and there's our back. And this is much stronger now. And of course, if you wanted to, you could come down the side there with a bit of lace, and we've created this super grungy bit. Or look, we've got some fantastic edge in there. If that's not too much for you, just whatever you've got, use it up. You can actually put something like this right across the bottom, whatever you want to do. And there, in probably half an hour have we been, something like that, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completely different envelopes with completely different ways they can be used. Because this one can tuck onto a page and then it will flip open and you've got a pocket, and then on that side you've got a tuck. This one can go over the page. You've got a tuck spot at the back and you've got a pocket at the front there. This one is a flap, stick that down, secret journaling flap, and it's also a pocket there for a tag or something like that. This one, beautiful looking page edge, really frilly and lovely. And then this one again is a wraparound. It gives us space for a picture or journaling. We've got a pocket in there, and then on the other side, we haven't decorated this yet, you've got 2 spaces there and you've got a pocket there, and you can decide whether you want to make it an opening pocket. So you could put a little button there, you know, with a string closure, or you could tuck this through the centre like that, and then you just got the same white background. And there you go, half an hour, 5 completely different looking envelopes with different purposes. As always, a huge thank you for you coming along and joining me today. I hope you found some joy and inspiration. Don't forget, if you want them, the scans are on my Ko-fi page. Stay safe, I'll see you very soon. Ta-ta for now.